Good morning. It's Sunday morning. It's about 8:30 in the morning. Currently it's about 48 degrees outside. This morning when I woke up it was in the low 40s, maybe 42, 43 degrees. And as you can see, all I packed on this hike was my hammock, a wool blanket, long pants, and long sleeve shirt. So that's all I had to keep me warm, and then I put the bandana on to help keep my head warm, because my bald head doesn't do a whole lot to keep me warm. I had plenty of firewood last night, so I was up just about every hour to add wood to the fire. That kept me warm. But all in all, it was a pretty good night, and it's a pretty good morning. I feel good, feel re-energized, feel refreshed. I had a good dinner last night, had plenty of water from the stream last night. I did go to bed with a pretty bad headache. I imagine that was from dehydration, but I took care of that, so I feel a lot better today. I've only got 4 miles left to go today, and then I'll be picked up and back into the real world. So I'm coming up close to mile marker 16 on the map for the Enoree Passage. Coming up on the creek, so which means I've only got about 2 miles left to go in my hike. So far it's been pretty good. It's nice, pretty easy going. Some nice terrain features. I don't know if you can see that. I just do love the rolling hills. You know, when I first started this hike, I just thought it would be strictly flat land. There wouldn't be a whole lot to see, but I was pleasantly surprised. I love seeing features like that. If I had all day, I'd play down in there. Anyways, so the hike is taking me along right to the backside of people's private properties, and I saw one guy in his backyard, and we chatted for a little bit. He was nice as could be, but you could tell, you know, he was just kind of lonely, looking for someone to talk to. So we talked for a little bit, and then I went on my way. So just a few more miles to go. And I don't know if you can see right now, this part of the trail is taking me alongside of a road there, Stomping Ground Road, I believe. So anyway, we'll just keep on going. Something else I wanted to remind myself of was last night when I was sleeping, probably around 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. I wasn't quite asleep yet, but I was in my hammock all tucked in. Not too far from me, maybe about 75 to 100 yards away, I heard a giant tree just come crashing down. At first it sounded like a bunch of firecrackers going off, and then you heard the loud crack, and then the loud thump. And that was kind of cool. I didn't hear anything. It wasn't windy last night. I don't know what caused it to fall down. I didn't hear anybody else out in the area, but it just came down. So it was kind of cool, kind of freaky to know, you know, those things do happen. And sometimes you may be at the wrong place at the wrong time. So fortunately that wasn't me. So I got to experience the cool factor of it. Anyways, just wanted to put that on video so that way I don't forget about it. Maybe when I look back at this 30 years from now, I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember that. That was kind of cool. Alright, I'm coming up on the last portion of the trail. Not far from Highway 66. And for about the past mile, I've been walking along this logging road here. And probably for about a half mile of that, I was walking through a cleared field. I just had a bunch of trees cut down, and it was all gravel road. Not exactly the most desirable part of the hike as far as scenery goes, but I guess, you know, when you're trying to plan a trail from the coast of South Carolina up to the mountains of South Carolina, you can't always have beautiful trails the whole way through. So that's part of the compromises. Feet are getting sore. That's all right. I'm almost done. All right. I have passed Highway 66. I'm nearing the end. I'm almost at Brick House recreation area at the Buncombe Trailhead. Again, this is 20 miles out of the 36 miles of the Enoree Passage on the Palmetto Trail. And I'm starting to see some cars and looks like some horse trailers, because the other 16 miles of the Enoree Passage is equestrian trails. So there's a lot of horses and stuff on those trails. But it looks like I'm just about done. 20 miles I did. Well, it's actually 21.85 miles. I did 7 to 8 miles on the first day, 10 miles on the second day, and then just 4 miles today. And man, it feels good. Yep, here we are. Awesome. I did it. I did it. It feels awesome. 3 days, a whole weekend in the woods by myself, hiking 20 miles. It's awesome. Good day. Life is good.